Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to the PowerGrid Corporation of India Limited Q4FY25 earnings call hosted by Antique Stock Broking. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Please note that this call is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Vishal Periwal from Antique Stock Broking. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the webinar with the management of PowerGrid Corporation. In the webinar, management of PowerGrid will be discussing their Q4 result. Detailed presentation will be provided, and post that, we'll have a Q&A from the participant. And I'd like to thank the management for giving us this opportunity for further proceeding. Now I hand over the line to Shri Satya Prakash Das, Company Secretary, Compliance Officer at PowerGrid. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Thank you, Vishal. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I extend a very warm welcome to all of you to this analyst and institutional investors conference of PowerGrid Corporation of India Limited. Today, our senior management team will discuss the company's business and share our performance outlook based on the recently announced financial results. It's my pleasure to introduce my senior management. We have with us Sri R.K. Tyagi, Chairman and Managing Director.
Namaskar.
Sri G. Ravishankar, Director of Finance and CFO.
Namaskar.
Sri Naveen Srivastav, Director of Operations.
Namaskar.
P. Vamsi Rammohan, Director of Projects.
Namaskar.
Our Director of Personnel, Dr. Yatindra Dwivedi, sir, he has joined from Navi Mumbai substation.
Namaskar.
Now I invite our CMDs, Mr. R.K. Tyagi, to make the opening remarks and presentation.
Good morning, everyone. I want to thank all the connected participants and investors for this investors meet today, where we'll be discussing about PowerGrid financial results, financial year 2025. So I will give a small presentation about the performance. I request to put the presentation next. These are disclaimer. Next. Presentation will have overview, major highlights, performance highlights, then growth outlook, sustainability, CSR, and awards which we have received. Next. As you know that PowerGrid is India's flagship transmission utility, which was established in 1989. Today we have Government of India shareholding as 51.34% and FIIs 26.78% and domestic investors 18.35%. PowerGrid has achieved highest market cap in September 24, where the price of the PowerGrid share was rupees 366 per share with market cap of rupees 3.4 trillion rupees. We have been getting MOU rating as excellent since 1993-94, and we operate about 84% of inter-regional transmission network. Our domestic and international credit has been excellent and at par with the sovereign rating. Next. Today we have our board members, 4 functional directors, 2 government nominee directors, 3 independent directors. I am happy to announce that today we have been enriched by women independent directors, Shrimati Sajal Jha, who has recently joined PowerGrid board. So we will have experience of various independent directors and government nominee directors, and it will help us in taking better decisions for PowerGrid growth and operations. Next. We operate in almost all the states and all the districts of the country, and we are playing a very important role in meeting the power demand of the country with transmission lines of 1533 numbers with 1,80,239 circuit kilometers and more than 3 lakh towers spread across width and breadth of the country. With 283 substations and 5,64,961 MVA capacity, our interregional capacity is capacity to transfer power from one region to another region. That means power generated in any part of the country can be transmitted to other part of the country, from northeastern region to southern region, or from southern region to western region to northern region to eastern region, and vice versa. Our share is almost 84%. We have been maintaining our system availability 99.82% in financial year 2025. We have HVDC station and very large fleet of 765 kV substations, 400 kV, then dynamic compensation, 20 numbers, static VAR compensator and STATCOMs, which are helping in grid stability. Wherever we have the land constraints, we use gas insulated substations. So as on today, we have 66 numbers of gas insulated substations. We have more than 3,800 transformers and reactors. Next. In financial year 24-25, we have won 24 numbers of TBCB projects, where cost of projects is about 92,000 crores and market share 57.34% in terms of NCT cost and about 54% in terms of project wins. The major projects which we have won is transmission system for evacuation of power from Rajasthan, phase 4, part 4, part A. It is in Bikaner area, power generated in RE area in Bikaner to Shivani, then to Haryana, Punjab and Delhi. It will evacuate power from Rajasthan to various parts of northern states. Then we have a very important and first TBCB HVDC project won by PowerGrid from Khavda to Nagpur, which is about 6,000 megawatt capacity. It will transmit power from Khavda area to Nagpur, and then in Maharashtra and other part of country power will be transmitted. Similarly, we have one important project in Kurnool, where nearby Kurnool area RE parks are there. So a transmission system for Kurnool area, phase 1, which is for about 4.5 gigawatt. One more project which we have won in another in Khavda area, phase 4, which is part B and for 7 gigawatt. Next. In asset management and operational management, we have been performing excellent always, and this is a indication that we are participating in international benchmarking being conducted by UMS US, where leading transmission companies of the world participate. In recently announced results in ITOMS 2025, PowerGrid has been benchmarked as one of the best utility in the world. We have been benchmarked in quadrant 1, which means that our cost is low, our performance is high. So our operational efficiency and reliability is one of the best in the world. We have been ranked best performers in transmission lines, transformers, circuit breakers, control and protection. So I just want to inform that the world leading utilities from US, South America, South Africa, then Europe, and other parts of country, including Australia, China, and other countries, they participate in this international benchmarking. So our performance is at par or better than other leading transmission companies of the world. Next. We have commissioned one of the largest digital substations at 765 kV. This is the first digital substation in the world at 765 kV level. It is a very big station as far as digital technology is concerned. So we have commissioned recently at Navsari, which is for evacuation of power from Khavda area in Gujarat to Maharashtra, and within Gujarat also, Navsari to Magarwada, Navsari to Kala, Navsari to Ahmedabad, Navsari to Phadke in Maharashtra. So it will be a very technologically excellent substations, which will have less or reduced CO2 carbon footprints, and it can be commissioned, it can be tested from remote. Online testing can be done sitting from remote area. Experts can sit in US or Europe or any part of the country, and the schemes can be tested from remote. And downtime is also reduced. More important is at 765 kV level, where EMI and AMC interferences are there. So IDs tend to maloperate because of AMI, AMC interference. So if we use fiber cables and digital technology, the challenge or risk of maloperation will become almost negligible. So it will be very beneficial for EMI, AMC interference. Next. In performance highlights about project execution, then operational performance, financial performance, and other business and commercial performance. I will touch upon these areas. In project excellence, we considering a large number of projects being executed by PowerGrid, so we cannot go in a conventional way. So we have introduced many excellence in project management. We are monitoring all the stations from remote control center in Gurgaon in headquarters, which all stations are fitted with cameras, and we are monitoring, including CMD PowerGrid and Director Projects. We are monitoring each and every site sitting from our office, and we have centralized control center at Gurgaon. Considering shortage of skilled manpower, we have opened 3 skill development center, one at Malda, one at Banka in Bihar, and one at Basi in Rajasthan, which is close to Jaipur. Both in Malda and Banka, 2 batches have been already, they have passed their training, and they have been deployed or they have been employed in industry for working in transmission lines. And Basi Skill Development Center has been recently opened on 1st May 2025. Apart from these 3, we are also working on 2 more skill development centers, one at Rajgarh, one at Rourkela in Odisha. So that shortage of skilled manpower can be minimized, because for tower erection, for transmission line, we require skilled manpower to work at height. The tower height for 765 kV lines can vary from 50 meters to maybe 100 meters. So we require a very, very skilled manpower. So for that, skill developmental center will help in a big way. We have dedicated ROW and land acquisition cells at Gurgaon, where all the ROW issues being faced by site are addressed from here. We are sending our expert team from corporate office to various sites to take care ROW and land acquisition issues. For strategic equipments like transformers, GIS, conductor, insulator, tower material, because there is a huge demand for these equipments, so we have adopted bulk procurement strategy to procure in advance so that we have these equipments well in advance to take care any project for execution. So that once we win the project, the timeline for which may be 18 months or 21 months or 24 months. So procurement of vital equipment like transformers in 18 months or 21 months will not be possible. So we are procuring in advance these equipments. We have also introduced advanced tower erection techniques like we are using cranes for tower erection at 400 kV and 765 kV level. And for power line crossing and important crossing, we are using drone-based stringing. And in hilly area also, drone-based stringing is being used. For expediting substation construction, we are using prefabricated firewalls for transformers and reactors, and also cable trenches are also prefabricated so that execution time at site is minimized. I'm happy to announce that in financial year 24-25, we have commissioned Seeker 765 kV substation in about 9 to 10 months from date of acquisition of land, which is, I think, which may be world record that in 9 months or 10 months and any 765 kV substation can be commissioned. But our project management has shown that it is possible that we can commission in 9 to 10 months. One more substation which we are targeting to better our performance from Seeker at Dosa. We are trying to commission even less than 9 months. So which is expected to be commissioned maybe in 1 month or 2 months. But we are excelling in project management. Similarly, we are using like in rainy season or where there may be a constraint in movement of this like crane or porter deck, this spoke lane or other heavy equipments. So we are using porter decks. These are this mats on which these heavy equipments can be moved from one place to another place, so that movement of these equipments is easy, and we can work in rainy season for erection of towers, erection of equipments, and various execution works. So these techniques we have introduced in our project management. Next, please. With the result of these project management technique, we have demonstrated that one 765 kV complete tower can be erected in one single day. So 765 kV DA type tower having weight of about 37.4 metric ton was erected in a single day in Banaskantha to Ahmedabad line. Normally, the output of erection gang is about 8 to 10 metric ton in a day. But our project management has shown that we can even achieve 37.4 metric ton in a single day. So this may be world record that we could erect one 37.4 metric ton tower in a single day. Next. Last year, as committed, we have surpassed our target of about 20,000 crores. So we achieved 26,255 crore capex in financial year 24-25. In capitalization also, we have increased from 7,618 crores to 9,014 crores. Next. The major elements which have been commissioned, as I already mentioned, that Seeker 765 kV by 400 kV, Seeker 2 substation was commissioned in about 9 to 10 months from land acquisition. Then Kurnool 2 in Andhra Pradesh, 765 by 400 by 220 kV. Then 765 by 400 kV Navsari with the digital technology. Then 400 by 220 at Navi Mumbai. Then Khavda pooling station KPS2 in Gujarat. These 5 stations have been commissioned in financial year 2025. Important transmission lines, 765 kV from Fatehgarh to Bhadla 2, then Bhadla 2 to Seeker 2, then 765 kV Seeker 2 to Aligarh, then 765 kV Kurnool 3 to Kurnool New. In 400 kV from Navsari to Magarwada, Seeker to Nimrana, Jamnagar to Jamkhambaliya, Raipur to Dhamtari, Banaskantha to Shankari. These are major elements which we have commissioned, apart from many transformers and reactors commissioned at various stations. I just want to inform that at Bikaner 2, in last financial year, we have commissioned 6 400 by 220 kV, 500 MVA transformers in a single financial year, which is also maybe record that 6 transformers were commissioned. In operational side, as I told that we achieved 99.82%, which is more than 99.75%, at which we are normally getting incentive because after 99.75%, normally incentive is capped at that particular value. But our performance has been always good, and we are always achieving more than 99.75. In terms of trippings per line per year, also continuously our performance is improving. And last year also we have 0.27 trippings per line per year, which indicates that our one transmission line trips in almost 4 years. So 0.27 per year means almost in 4 years any single transmission line will trip. In GridCon 2025 international conference cum exhibition was arranged by PowerGrid, which had witnessed about 10,000 participants with 3,000 delegates, representation from 32 countries. About 160 papers were presented. We had in exhibition 150 exhibitors, and 9 startups and 15 student pavilions were there. About 86 learning hours were there. And this GridCon 2025 was a unique platform for key stakeholders to explore the future of India's power transmission sector, align with global energy transition trends, and discuss transformative technologies. It was attended by our Honorable Power Minister, Shri Manohar Lal ji, and Minister of State for Power, Shri Yashopad Nayak ji, then our Secretary Power, Chairman CA, apart from other dignitaries from India and various countries. Next. In technology development, we have again received one patent on condition monitoring of transformers and reactors. Our transformers and reactors are fitted with the sensors, and this data is communicated to our this software, where we can have online condition monitoring assessment of transformers and reactors. So we got patented in this particular application. It is a basically centralized monitoring and diagnostics of large fleet of transformers and reactors. Next. In substation inspection, robots have been put into operation One robot has been developed in association with IIT Kanpur, and which has been used at our 400 kV substations. Now we are deploying this robot at our 765 kV by 400 kV Jatikara substation, which is close to Delhi. Next. Further in technology development, we are working for SF6 pre-circuit breakers at 145 kV level. Already pilot project is already taken up. We are also considering 220 kV and 400 kV. Then super hydrophobic coating of insulators for enhancing the self-cleaning and anti-icing to reduce the maintenance of insulators. Then non-destructive testing of transmission line tower members. The mobile GIS for 400 kV, 132 kV and 220 kV. So this mobile GIS will help in case of any natural calamity or any suppose earthquake or cyclone is there and a particular bay is damaged. So power supply can be restored at very fast, that it can be maybe 6 to 8 hours. We can restore the power supply by using mobile GIS base. Then we are also working in wireless strain gauge technology for evaluation of strain in critical members of towers. Then heavy lift programmable drones to support transmission infrastructure development in remote areas, especially in hilly area, that cement bags or the tower members can be transported by these heavy lift drones. Next. One more technology development, especially in area of transmission line, to reduce ROW and to reduce cutting of trees. We are using insulated cross arm at 400 kV, and with two parties are already developed. This one is expected to supply in May end, which will reduce the ROW from say 46 meter to about 36 meter. So it will reduce requirement of tree cutting, and it will save in environment friendly technology. We will have compact design horizontal V strings again for ROW requirements. So these technologies we are expecting to deploy in financial year 25-26. Next. One more initiative we are taking, especially in J&K, in Zojila Pass, where 12-kilometer underground cable is laid between Myanmar and Zojila Top to bypass the overhead line, because whenever any avalanche is there, so that leads to damage of transmission line towers. And this particular line from Srinagar to Dras to Kargil, then Khalasti and Leh. It is single line. If it is damaged, then power supply to Leh is affected. So we are laying this cable in that particular area, so that power supply to Leh is maintained all the time. Next. In financial performance, standalone in Q4, we have revenue or income of 12,482 crores. PAT as 4,336. In console basis, we have 12,591 and PAT as 4,143. In case of financial year 24-25, our total income is 46,325 with profit of 15,354. On console basis, our income is 47,459 crores against 46,913 last year, and PAT also 15,521 crores in financial year 24-25. Next. So these are various details of our revenue on consolidated basis, transmission charges, consultancy charges, telecom, and other heads, how we have performed in last financial year. Then standalone also, these are the details which have been already published, and these are the details in various heads. The financial performance, we have next about 2,90,715 crores as gross fixed assets. Capital work in progress is about 36,341 crores. We have debt of 1,30,965 crores. Net worth has increased from 87,145 to 92,063. Our earning per share is 16.69. Book value per share is 99.63. Debt equity ratio is 59:41, and return on net worth is 16.75%. These are the details of incomes and various heads, how we have performed in terms of income from operations and differential tariff and other heads. These are also mentioned in our details given already published. Next. In telecom segment, first time we have crossed 1,000 crore income. We have achieved 1,128 crores as against 910 crores in last financial year. Total order received worth 412 crores. New customers added 75 numbers. Our backbone availability is again 100%. And major projects under implementation is a data center at Manesar, and then Zone 2 data center at Chennai, and government projects, ERNet and NKN, National Knowledge Network. Next, please. Yeah, in consultancy assignment, we have revenue from operations 799 against 553 crores. In international, we have 16 ongoing assignments and 8 orders during financial year 2025. In domestic, we have 80 ongoing assignments and 55 new orders during financial year 2025. Next, please. In commercial, we have billing of 36,877 crores with realization of 38,284 crores, realization at 103.8%. Our outstanding at the end of quarter is about 3,388 crores. Next, please. Then, in terms of investor-centric growth, we have this increase of market cap about 2.4 times what we had in financial year 21. In price, CAGR from FY21 to 25 is 24.4%. Dividend paid during financial year on cash basis, it is 10.5 rupees per share. Our market capitalization is also increasing. So at the end of financial year 2025, it was this was 2,70,136 with the share price of 290.35 rupees per share. Next, please. Investment or capex, we have this 5-year CAGR about 23.5%. Last year we have achieved capex of 26,255 crores, and from financial year 21 to 25, about 68,000 crore projects we have had capex in various areas. Next. If we see growth outlook, sectoral growth outlook, then business outlook and works in hand and capex outlook. As you know that India is targeting about $10 trillion economy by 2032 with rapid industrialization, urbanization, and e-mobility adoption. Energy storage expansion will be about 47 gigawatt by 2032. Pump hydro storage about 36 gigawatt. Then clean energy commitments more than 600 gigawatt by 2032, and with present capacity of 71 gigawatt additional electricity demand on account of green hydrogen production by 2032. Then global energy integration with the vision of our Honorable Prime Minister, One Sun, One World, One Grid for international power connectivity. So these are sectoral outlook which will help us PowerGrid growth also. As of now, we have business outlook 2032 about 3,06,600 crores, out of which about 2,70,000 crores will be in interstate transmission and balance will be in other areas including intra-state transmission system. Other business we have about 7,500 crores, including solar generation, smart metering, data center. So put together, we have about 3,06,600 crores as of now, which is likely to increase, but as of now, it is 3,06,000 crores. Today, we have about 1,54,680 crores works in hand. In TBCB, 1,05,000 crores. New RTM, about 37,000 crores. Ongoing RTM 9,580 and others 2,785 crores. So put together we have works in hand about 1,54,680 crores. Next please. Capex outlook, we are targeting 28,000 crores in financial year 25-26. In financial year 26-27, 35,000 crores. Financial year 27-28, 45,000 crores. As far as 25-26,000 crores, it is as of now, with whatever visibility we are seeing as of now, but it is likely to increase to more than 30,000 crores. So that exact figure we can tell after 3 months once we see the progress and other projects which we are likely to win. So today we are committing about 28,000, but it is likely to increase. Next. In sustainability and CSR, we have a target of next 50% of electricity consumption from RE. So we have already achieved 36% the electricity consumption from RE, and we have target to achieve 50% before December 2025, and net water positive by 2030. And zero waste to landfill status by 2030, net zero emission by 2047. I just want to announce that we have now dedicated department and dedicated group which is working mainly for ESG and net zero. So we are targeting 2047 at net zero power grid. In achievements, in scope 1 emissions, we have achieved 40.61% reduction, and in scope 2, 5.23% reduction, and 21% increase in emission offset compared to FY24. Next, please. In sustainability, we have now first ICT with ester oil in PowerGrid, 132 by 33 kV. 10 MV ICT at HVDC Pusoli has been successfully charged after retrofilling with natural ester oil. Earlier, we had 2 reactors, one 400 kV shunt reactor with natural ester oil at Mathon substation, and one 132 kV shunt reactor at Aswal in Mizoram, which were earlier fitted with the natural ester or vegetable oil. So we are always working for sustainability areas. And one more transformer which is likely to be commissioned in financial year 25-26 is 400 kV by 220 kV 315 MVA ICT, which is likely to be commissioned in financial year 25-26. We have commissioned 85 megawatt solar PV power project at Nagda, which was commissioned in April 2025, which has already started generating power, and we are selling electricity about 70 to 80% in GDAM, Green Day Ahead market, and real-time markets in power exchange. We also have pilot project of green hydrogen at our Nimrana substation, which will meet the captive load using solar-powered green hydrogen. So we will generate RE power from solar. Then this RE power will generate green hydrogen, and in night time this green hydrogen will again convert to electricity, which we will use for our captive use at Nimrana. The project cost is about 32 crores, and this is likely to be awarded in June 2025 with the implementation schedule of about 12 months. In CSR activities, we are considering our this CSR. We have a Vishram Sadan at AIIMS Bilaspur, 250 bedded, which was inaugurated, and foundation stone was laid by our Honorable Minister Shri J.P. Nadda ji, BJP President. Then Vishram Sadan at Gorakhpur, AIIMS Gorakhpur, which was also foundation stone was laid by Honorable CM of UP. Then we have this skill development center at Basi, Banka, Malda. These are also under CSR. Then we have this Hira, meaning waves, is a skill development program for unemployed youth from Trivandrum, Fisher Folk communities, offering dive master and rescue divers training to boost marine employment. This also we have taken up. Then we have won some awards and recognition. The CMD PowerGrid has been conferred with prestigious CDIP Individual Award for outstanding contribution in power sector. Our Director of Finance has also been recognized as Best CFO and Energy and EPC at the Asochem 3rd Vibrant Bharat CFO Summit and Awards. Director of Operation PowerGrid has been conferred with Chief Global HSC Leader of the Year 2025. Then PowerGrid has also been conferred with World Congress on Disaster Management, Disaster Risk Reduction 2024 award in category Response During Disaster and Emergencies. Our women leaders also have been recognized. We have been recognized as Best Enterprise Maharatna Company, second runner-up at 35th National Meet of Women in Public Sector. Our Executive Director Manju Gupta has been honored with Corporate Visionary Nari Award at the Ujjwala Summit 2025. Then PowerGrid has also been conferred with Economic Times Human Capital Awards 2025 for excellence in HR digital transformation and excellence in creating culture and continuous learning and upskilling. Thank you very much. Thank you.
So should we begin the question and answer session?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now begin the question and answer session. If you would like to ask a question, please click on the blue video question tab and follow the instructions to join the queue. would request you to click on the raise hand option once connected on Zoom. Before asking the question to the management, please introduce yourself, providing your name and your organization name. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. Ladies and gentlemen, please take note that once you join the Zoom call, I would request you to raise a hand in order to ask a question. Our first question comes from the line of Sumit Kishore. May I request you to unmute your line and go ahead with your question, please?
Good morning. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I'm Sumit Kishore from Axis Capital. My first question is, you have had a terrific year in terms of TBCB project wins of almost 92,000 crores. What is the transmission bid pipeline for this current financial year? And secondly, you had a capitalization miss versus what was guided earlier. So if you could state what is the picture today in terms of the spillovers of commissioning which have happened maybe early this fiscal, and what is your guidance for FY26-27 in terms of capitalization, given that you have provided capex numbers for FY26, 27, 28? That is the first part of the... Yeah, thanks.
Should we respond? Yeah. Thank you, Kishore. Like as we mentioned that in financial year 24-25, we had a capex of about 26,000 crore plus and 9,000 crore plus capitalization. So we had a plan for about 16,000 to 17,000 crore capitalization. So because of this, there are challenges of ROW and supply issues and skilled manpower. We are facing problems of skilled manpower. And then there was election also in central government. So because of that, there have been some delays, especially ROW issues in Rajasthan, Haryana, Delhi and Gujarat. So that led to some delays in this capitalization of or commissioning of some projects, which are now planned to be commissioned in quarter one of FY 25-26, and some may go in quarter two also. In financial year 25-26, we are expecting about 23 to 25,000 crore capitalization.
Sir, also on the bid prospect pipeline for FY26?
TBCB pipeline. How many are TBCB pipeline of 45,000?
Yeah, it is a pipeline, the project which are already in pipeline. This is about 45 to 46,000, out of which about 34,000 crore projects are already under bidding, and 10,000 or 11,000 crore projects are yet to be bid. So 46,000 you can say. As of now.
But this is significantly lower after, you won almost 92,000 crores of contracts last year. So maybe this would be a slower year in terms of building new jobs into your works in hand.
This is as of now, but more projects are in pipeline. Visibility of those projects will be seen after maybe 2-3 months.
So one question at the sector level is that we have seen that there was a bunching up of a lot of RE projects where LOAs were awarded but PPAs were not signed, and power demand so far this financial year has also started on a weak note. So in the event, what is the impact on PowerGrid's capitalization in case there is a large pipeline of projects, where in RE which were planned to be added, but those are obviously getting delayed. So how does that impact works in hand for PowerGrid? That's the question.
Our transmission line is not dependent on whether PPA is signed or not. Normally, we are given any project for which a separate timeline is given, once we commission any RE project or any project for that matter, we start getting our tariffs. So we are not having any risk of whether RE is delayed or PPA is signed or not. So PowerGrid as such will not be affected by any of these issues.
Fair enough. So just if I may ask one last question. So your ROE has dipped by about 100 basis points at the consolidated level this year with the various issues that we have been discussing so far. Has the ROE stabilized here now with all the issues baked in, and what is the outlook? And the capital structure, which is at 59:41. So how do you see this evolving? So given your dividend per share has also come off at 9 rupees on a year-on-year basis. Thank you.
As far as dividend is concerned, we have, as you know, that we have more projects now. So we require equity for our project execution. So that is why our dividend payout is reduced by about 2 rupees, 2.25 rupees. So this will we will require more money in future. So maybe next year also there may be some change from 9 rupees. It can further reduce depending on the capex, which we are expecting, say about 28 to 30,000 crores. So that was the reason why we have reduced our dividend payout. As far as this ROE impact. Last year we had 15,500 crores, and this year also our profit is again in the same range, but our net worth has increased from 87,000 to about more than 90,000 crores. So that is the reason why you can see that impact.
Thank you. Mr. Sumit, may we request that you return to the question queue for follow-up questions. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, in order to ensure that the management is able to address questions from all participants in the conference, please limit your questions to 1 or 2 per participant. Should you have a follow-up question, we would request you to rejoin the queue. Our next question comes from the line of Apurva Bahadur. May I request you to unmute your line, introduce yourself and go ahead with your question.
Hi, sir. Thank you for the opportunity. Quickly, sir, I wanted to understand and know your view over here. You highlighted that the company has won 92,000 crores worth of projects in FY25. I assume this is the NCT cost, and how much higher do you expect the actual cost to be over here?
Yeah, it is not NCT cost. It is the cost which we are having it is our internal cost at which we have awarded the projects. It is not NCT.
Okay. So secondly, has there been any change in the competitive intensity for TBCB projects for the bids now? Given that the overall pie had increased significantly last year.
Can you repeat, please?
Sir, are you seeing any material change in the competitive intensity in bids this year?
No, intensity in the sense that we are not going below a certain level that we have fixed a particular level that where maybe more than 12% or 13% ROE. So we are maintaining that, and we have, whatever projects we are able to win, we are winning, and our percentage is very good. As you can also appreciate, 92,000 crore projects in a single year is not a small thing. So, but still we are maintaining our ROE above the particular level.
Thank you, sir. So last question from my side. On the HVDC projects, can you give us some visibility beyond the 3 or 4 projects that are known as of now? How many more are under planning?
As far as this HVDC project, we have this Khavda to Nagpur. Then we have Fatehpur to Badla. We have this Leh to Pang. Then we have one more already under bidding from Khavda to South Olpad. Then one more project from Rajasthan to Maharashtra. Then one more project in Andhra from Kurnool area to Vizag. So these are, as of now, within India, maybe outside India, maybe between India to Singapore via Andaman, then maybe from India to Sri Lanka and India to Myanmar. Apart from this side, one sun, one world, one grid, maybe from India to Oman, UAE, and other countries.
Thank you. May we request you to rejoin the queue as several participants are waiting for their turn. Thank you. Our next question comes from the line of Satyadeep. Please go ahead.
Hi, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Just first question on the delays that were seen in fourth quarter. I think elections and all I know happened towards the earlier part of the year. But in 3Q, management was guiding to 11,000 crore of capitalization in 4Q. So just wanted to understand what is leading to some of these delays. And given the large difference between capex and capitalization, obviously you're incurring the capex, but there is some delay in commissioning of the project, which means you've already acquired land, maybe already paid suppliers, but maybe there is some delay in actual commissioning. And how does it impact your actual commissioning cost and timeline versus what you were expecting? So maybe when you bid the project, you had a certain capex estimate and certain timeline. How much time are you seeing for commissioning of these AC lines, TBCB projects now, and how much cost inflation are you seeing versus the initial expectations you had for some of these stuff? That's the first question.
Let us accept that there are challenges of ROW, and because everyone, including landowners and farmers, they are demanding more and more money. Our government of India is also considerate to their demands, and you may be knowing that in June 2024, there was a ROW guideline issued by Government of India, considering requests or demands or resentment of farmers. So from 15% ROW land compensation, it was increased to 30%. And on tower base, it was increased from 85% to 200%. And these schemes were like these policies, ROW compensation policies are to be adopted by various states. So there is some delay between adoption of these guidelines from issuance by Government of India to adoption by state government. So that leads to a delay in execution or completion of transmission projects. Then again, there was unrest in Haryana and Delhi. Again in March 2025, Government of India has again increased compensation, and from 200%, and this ROW is increased to 60% from 30% in urban areas, and in semi-urban areas it has increased to 45%. And now they have clearly indicated how to give the price to the farmers or cost to the farmers for land compensation. So that methodology also shared by Government of India, guideline has been issued. As per that, two valuers will be there, one by the transmission developer, one by the farmers, and that they will decide the market rate. And we will have to pay land compensation as per the market rate. So there has been some delays because of these ROW compensation policies issued by Government of India and adoption by state government. So in 24-25 there has been delays in some projects, but we are expecting that in 25-26, since already guidelines are in place, so the execution will be much faster as compared to FY 24-25. And as far as you are saying impact on the return on equity, or our the return, what will happen to time overrun and post overrun. So we are likely to get these claims under change of law, because as on date when we got these projects, the compensation policies were issued. We were adopting this compensation policy issued in 2015, October 2015. So we have considered that compensation policy, but now compensation policy has been changed. So whatever differential amount will be there, will be claiming under change of law. So we are not expecting impact of any delay or our expenditure incurred on these schemes. So we are not expecting much impact. There may be some impact, but not much impact.
Okay, thank you for clarifying that. So second question on the pipeline. So in the 3 lakh crore pipeline that you have, you obviously have 2,70,000 crore of ISTS. That I'm sure there's some maths involved in that based on NEP estimates and some market share. But also just on that, given the previous speaker also asked a question on that, if ultimately the DISCOM has to bear that cost, if you commission the project but there is no RE, would you sense some pressure from DISCOMs to delay some of these projects if the RE player has requested connectivity under GNA, but there are some delays? Would you not expect some requests from DISCOMs to delay these projects? And given there is change in GNA regulations on battery, solar hour, non-solar hour, do you see some risk to these estimates you have? Just wanted to see sensitivity, and maybe is there any risk to these capex expectations that you have there? Excuse me.
As we have indicated that $10 trillion economy by 2032, and in transmission itself, as per NEP issued by Government of India, National Electricity Plan for transmission, about 10 lakh crore are to be spent in transmission system development. So out of which 3 lakh crore is, I think it is very, very optimistic figure. So it may be more. So we are not seeing any challenge or any issue in achieving this target.
Thank you. Our next question comes from the line of Mohit. May I request you to unmute your line and go ahead with your question, please?
Yeah. Good morning, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Yes, sir, please go ahead.
Yeah. So my question is, what is the status of the HVDC Leh Ladakh, and why there is a delay in awarding of the equipment? That's the first question.
Yeah, please carry on.
My second question is what is the status of Paradip Andaman link? I think it was supposed to be ordered to us on a cost plus basis. Are you expecting this project to get added to the pipeline in FY26?
Okay. As far as Leh Ladakh project is there, it is already being executed by PowerGrid. We have already acquired land at Leh, and the infrastructure development work is already going on there. And we are also working for a line between Pang to Leh. So that also there. But as far as award of HVDC is concerned, because you will appreciate that this is at very height is about 4,500 meter to 5,000 meter. So there are technological challenges, and worldwide there is no experience at this height. So there have been concerns raised by various bidders, and there have been some discussion with our experts. We have technical experts and advisor team. So we are addressing those issues with our prospective bidders. And now we are now expecting that it will be awarded somewhere in. We have already got the bid, which is under evaluation, and in Q2 it is likely to be awarded. So it will not be. I think it will not be further delayed after Q2. For Paradip, Andaman and Singapore, preliminary studies have been already done, and Government of India is working out the capacity between this Paradeep to Andaman. And same line, HVDC line, is likely to be between Singapore to India. So same line will continue to Singapore also. So those modalities are being worked out by Government of India. And then once Government of India comes out with clear methodology, then we will consider this project also. So as of now, there is no clear visibility. Maybe in Q2, there will be some clear visibility by Government of India.
Thank you. Due to time constraint, we will move to the next question. Our next question comes from the line of Puneet. I have requested you to unmute your line and go with your question, please.
Yeah, thank you so much. My first question is, if you can talk, what is gap between the NCT value and your own estimates for the projects that you have won?
Gap between?
The NCT value and your own internal estimates of 92,000 crore that you've talked about in the projects that you won.
Yes, except for HVDC project which we have between Khavda to Nagpur. So maybe others are almost matching, maybe within 5% variation may be there. But in this particular case, cost NCT cost is about 24,000 crore, but actual cost may be 34,000 crores. Otherwise, other projects are within 5%.
Understood. That's very helpful. And secondly, you talked about pass-through of compensation under change in law. Would you also get the benefit of the additional cost overruns that happen in terms of delayed execution because of ROW issues, or is the compensation limited to only the value of the land?
Normally, this also IDC, because it will impact IDC, so we are likely to get this also, and we will claim also that whatever because of delay there have been project overrun and IDC has increased. So we will claim that amount also.
Thank you. Our next question comes from the line of Subhadeep Mitra. May I request you to unmute your line and go with your question, please?
Good afternoon. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Well, thank you for the opportunity. Sir, my first question is with regard to the HVDC TBCB pipeline. So the South Olpad project is expected to come into the tendering phase by when?
Yeah, it is already under RFP has already been issued, and bids are likely to be submitted very soon. So there was a date of 16th May, which has been increased now because of they got some queries from the prospective transmission system developers. So it will be tender is already out and RFP is already out, and it will be very soon it will be finalized.
Understood. And secondly, are we seeing more HVDC projects, maybe the Barmer project or any other LCC-based projects coming up after South Olpad?
South Olpad is VSC, and Barmer to Maharashtra, it is likely to be LCC as of now. And the Andhra Pradesh also, Kurnool to Vizag is also LCC. So VSC as of now only between two countries, like if it is say India to Oman or Oman to UAE, or maybe between Singapore to India, that will be VSC.
Thank you. Our next question comes from Atul Tiwari. May I request you to unmute your line and go with your question?
Yeah, sir, any idea about likely capex on Paradeep Andaman Singapore link? What will be the rough size of the project?
Yeah, as per initial estimates, it is 30,000. Yeah, so it will be, I cannot say exactly, but it will be 30,000 plus.
And what will be the capacity roughly for that CapEx?
Capacity, if it is, say, between Singapore to India, it may be about 2,000 megawatt, but between Andaman to Paradeep, it will be about, say, 250 megawatt.
Okay. And sir, in terms of the TBCB pipeline, you did mention about 45,000 crore rupees, as you can see right now. But if we take slightly longer term view, FY27 and 28, over next 3 years, what is the likely pipeline for TBCB that will be bid for?
Yeah. So, as far as this NEP, as per NEP pipeline, more than 9 lakh crore projects are to be completed by 2032. So, out of which already 3 lakh projects are already they have been already allocated. So, about 6 lakh projects are still to be allocated, which are to be completed by 2032. So, considering execution time of about 2 to 3 years, so by 29, all balance projects are to be allocated. So, you can consider that in the next 4 years, so these all balance transmission projects are to be allocated. So, you can calculate yourself.
Thank you. Our next question comes from the line of Sumit Kishore. May I request you to unmute your line and go ahead with your question?
So, thank you so much for the opportunity once again. So, my question is that, in terms of in terms of your capex over FY26 to 28, it adds up in terms of guidance to about 1,080 billion rupees as compared to your works in hand of roughly about 1,546 billion rupees. So, in this 1,080, how much is the capex that you are planning to incur for the HVDC projects, which have typically longer gestation period, and I'm referring to the larger ones, including the Leh project?
Yeah, we have mentioned that we have about 1,54,000 crore projects in hand. So, and in say about 28,000 crore in FY25-26, and so 35,000 in 26-27, and 27-28, 45. So, which adds up to say about 1,08,000 crore or 1,10,000 crores. So, balance will be for HVDC, which will be this Kathal to Pang and HVDC Khavda to Nagpur. So, majority of this capex for HVDC will be after 2 years only. So, we will have some maybe 20% or 30% up to 27-28, but balance will be after 2 years only.
Sir, what will be the total value of the HVDC contracts under VSC or LCC route that you are looking to award to contractors in the next 1 year or next 2 years? Separately, VSC and LCC, if you can give separately, that will be very useful for FY26 and FY27.
We can tell only we have only one project in hand, which is Leh and Kathal. And balance this Khavda to South Olpad, it is not in hand. So, we cannot talk anything about that unless until we win that. So, you know that this Leh and Kathal is 20,000 crore plus. So, out of which maybe 12,000, 13,000 crore will be for HVDC portion, balance will be for transmission line. So, that only I can confirm as of now. Balance, once we win these projects, then only we can say LCC or VSC or other. Yes.
Thank you. Our last question for today comes from the line of Puneet. May I request you to unmute your line and go ahead with your question, please?
Yeah, thank you so much for the opportunity. If you can also talk about the potential opportunity on the intra-state transmission side, is that opening up or is it still largely done by state transcos?
Now, intra-state, as per the NEP, they have shown that they have indicated that there will be an expenditure or capex of about 3 lakh crore plus in intra-state.
Yeah.
So now, unless until they go under TBCB execution, then only it can be achieved. So otherwise, 3 lakh crore will be very difficult to be achieved by various states. So UP, MP, then Rajasthan, then Odisha, Maharashtra, these states have already come out with this intra-state TBCB projects. So we are also participating with the same interest as compared to interstate TBCB project. So we are also expecting that we will also win some projects in intra-state transmission system also. So there is no difference between interstate transmission TBCB project and intra-state TBCB project. And more states are talking these days for TBCB projects. So they will come in many numbers. All the states should follow this intra-state TBCB.
Any size you can give for this current tenders?
As of now, no. I may not be in position to share any figure.
Understood. That's very helpful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the last question for today. I now hand the conference over to the management for closing comments. Over to you, sir.
Yeah. I once again thank each and every one of you for joining and taking interest in PowerGrid. PowerGrid management is committed to achieve all the targets which we have mentioned today. And regarding project efficiency, operation efficiency, we will be working very hard to achieve all the targets given by Government of India. Thank you once again for showing your interest. Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Antique Stock Broking, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us, and you may now exit the meeting.